in my experience, sex is not everything. And now that you guys are in committed relationships, probably see that the long ones. That's why I asked how long you've been in your relationship. But it plays it plays a lot. And sex can get better with time. If you are if there's a openness in the relationship to discuss about things.
Yeah, nada hivi kuna venye unafanyanga hivi.
Exactly. Because it gets to a point in the relationship, the performance. You know, the first maybe 6 months, it's just performance. If as women we really perform. And by mean perform, we are actors. Because oh my God! And really, it was not that big of a deal.
My drama issue.
Wallahi, look at me.
Like, come on, I know I did it well.
Wallahi, let me tell you, and this one I will always say, our sex was so poor. So I'm gonna perform nini.
We want to show you. We want to show you you've done a good thing.
If I've done a terrible job, but I smile.
So you want us to be, if women were honest in the bedroom, did you guys not see this thread? If we were really honest.
Honest, click.
Riches, flying high in them private jets. Mada kumada beat lazima kaibada. Si niulize mbona nimenyanya. Si unajua niko juu ya shada.
Welcome guys to another episode of the Sandwich Podcast. This is episode 155. Owen has some things to let out of his chest before we even proceed. Please cook.
We were still trying to wonder where episode. This is
155 now.
Oh, 154 ndio iko.
No, like the initial 155 is
so we're
not
just
there.
replacing it.
And I feel like that was such a good episode for me. I had a lot of jokes, bangers.
Yeah.
But actually, I have the audio, so yeah, I'll tell you about that later on. So memaliza kujiintro.
The bad boy Owen Pep the Don Juan.
Your girl John Melly, also known as Mahatma Melly.
Yeah, na mko hapa na kijana wenyu Black Diamond, ukipenda Tonyo Kibbs na hizo vitu zote. And actually today our guest hii hapa ni Noma, and we had to bring her especially hii time. Na nimekuwa nikikutafuta for long upatikani. So Jules, unaweza intro. But then nimekuwa nikikuwatch ever since, and I'll tell you about that, but unaweza intro to first.
I didn't even know the episode had started. I'm
Yeah, that's how we do it.
I thought we were still talking.
Yeah.
Then I had the intro. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know which camera. Both cameras?
Yeah.
Camera 7.
Okay, camera 7. My name is Jules. Or Jules Ha. Nowadays people call me Jules Ha because that's my Hi Jules Ha.
Who's Jules Ha?
Jules Ha. Yeah, that's my handle on Instagram, which is Jules_Ha. That's Jules with an S. I'm a content creator.
Yeah.
I'm also a producer, and I produce and host a podcast called So This Is Love. I'm also a co-producer for a podcast called It's Related, I Promise. And I am the creator of Over 25, formerly Over 25.
Yeah.
Here we are today.
Wow,
amazing catalog.
Nakumbuka nilikuwa na watch Over 25 kitambo. Do you know how old I was nikiwatch Over 25?
16?
I was in high school, yes.
Oh my God.
Na, like nilikuwa nabambika nasema Jules ni favorite wangu. Alafu sasa hivi uko hapa hata si feel ni kama uko real. Hadi nasikia kukushika hivi nisikia aje wewe.
No, I think when we met last year, it was last year. I think now we got over that.
Yeah. But now, like, my audience need to know that I used to watch you nikiwa biggest fan. Because kila mtu alikuwa na favorite wake depending on the vibe. Unajua, because your vibes were different.
Yeah, very different.
Yeah, but welcome to the Sandwich Podcast.
Now we're honored to have you. Have you heard that catalog of podcasts? I'm such a huge stan of It's Related, I promise.
Thank you.
I am obsessed.
Yeah.
I love the work that you're doing.
Thank
and so
you.
This is love. Everyone keeps on telling me, have you listened? I'm like, of course I have. Yes, I have.
Yeah.
You're doing an amazing job. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence.
Asante sana, I appreciate
How has your week been?
You want to see ones as well?
Yeah.
Okay, my week. What day is Thursday? Yeah. My week has been amazing. Actually, my birthday was day before yesterday.
Happy belated. Nilikuwa nikutext niku.
Yeah, any of you, is anyone in this room born in March?
No.
Because I have a theory. Okay.
Which one?
No, I don't know if you guys are noticing, a lot of the creatives in generally, a lot of creatives are Pisces. So born end of Feb into mid-March.
That's real.
So whenever it's around my birthday, and then I start seeing people say, "Oh, it's my birthday," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, everyone in this industry is a Pisces." But then when you look at the star for the star sign behind these things, like Pisces, and the most creative star sign is the Aquarius, and then Pisces,
And then Cancer.
Wow.
oh, and then Cancer.
What about Scorpios?
I don't know. I don't know.
You just
That's all you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like it. Yeah, that's true. I saw so many creatives having their birthday around this time.
Yeah.
It was you, Mutua.
Mutua Madheka, Lydia KM,
Lydia,
Murugi Munyi,
Yeah,
Bensol,
Oh, yeah.
Ben Sol too, by the way.
Makbul.
Hey.
Do you know Makbul from Capital FM? He's also an actor.
No,
I know
Radio
him.
host.
I know him from
You guys are
Capital.
kids. You don't even know who Makbul
Mimi
is.
namjua. Leo kama ni kushindana
Guys, you
uzee.
don't know Makbul? Like
know the
Seth and
name.
Makbul. Do you know Seth?
I know Seth.
I know Seth.
I know
I know the
Seth now,
names.
for sure.
Jules,
Guys.
if you're saying anything your age, angalia side tunaweza
Okay,
ongea
okay,
kidogo.
okay. Yeah.
Usishtuane
There's a
huko.
relate.
Unajua?
Yeah. I mean, Rihanna.
I saw Ben Kagiri. It was his birthday. Dapper
Yes.
brother, yeah.
Yes, Dapper brother. So every time I'm just like, Allah, we're so many. We just need to do a bash.
Mshikane tu muunde tu
Fanye
bash moja.
Yeah.
We deserve it.
Yeah, so I always feel like in every room I walk, in every creative space I walk into, there's like half of them are Pisces, and they don't
Who's
realize.
the worst person in your star sign?
Probably other people you've been with.
Ours, I think, is Ted Bundy. Probably.
Scorpio.
Yeah, Ted Bundy. Most
I just
evil.
know most murderers are Cancer women.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Really?
most female murderers are cancers.
Yeah.
That
And
makes
you're a
sense.
Cancer.
I'm a Cancer.
That makes
Cancer
sense.
is what, like the most emotional.
The most emotional, yeah.
My girlfriend is a Cancer.
So,
Oh, guy.
Guy.
and she's from Central.
Listen, make sure your homies are on speed dial.
Wako.
Speed dial.
But shikana ni mapenzi yetu iko place fiti sana hizi fanya.
I didn't know.
I'm saying.
Pisces. Is there any bad Pisces person that we know?
Ah,
That you
so
might
many,
know?
so many.
Which one? Start naming them.
Women.
I
can't
do
say
know
them.
Pisces men are.
So I told you I have a lot of
Crazy.
subs to throw
Right?
this
Yeah.
I
episode.
don't know.
They are quite something. Pisces men are the worst to deal with.
Yeah. So anyway, I had a good week
Mm.
because of that. I had wanted to have a big party, but then life just got in the way. I was like, as of Feb, I was like, I'm doing a big party in March, but it didn't happen. So maybe the end of March, I still want to do like a bash with my friends. I want us to have meat. I want us to have a DJ. I want us to have sunshine, drinks outside. Like that's the vibe I want. A daytime party. Yeah. So this time round, I know babe, we're
The
old.
age is showing.
Sabili mshalala hiyo basha hizi pita. Even if they wanted to.
7:30 we're starting and then we snooze until because you're hanging for too long nowadays. Imagine it's real. Like I used to hear people saying this when I was your age, and I'm like, it'll never be me.
The hang is bad.
And 31 not too much, 32 from like 33.
How old are you?
36.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. 36-year-olds, like we wear lipstick, we wear heels, we're not in a nursing home.
That was a polite way of kushtuka.
It's because when we were kids and then you see 36-year-olds on TV, they were like so, you know, like a mortgage, 10 kids already.
Who said she?
Like,
Maybe she.
10 kids.
No, I'm saying a
A
mortgage
minivan.
and everything.
Yeah. I mean, even for me, like by the time my mom was my age, she'd had all of us. She was already a homeowner. She already had a business. She was setting up a business, if I'm not wrong. So when I compare me and my mom, I'm always like, what the fuck am I doing? But can you cuss on this?
Yote.
I cuss a lot, and every time it's like, Jules, you can't cuss. I'm like, sorry. It's just my mom included. But I just feel like times have changed. If it was up to me, I would have. If it was up to me, like writing my life and saying this is what I want, I would have already had the kids and the house and the da-da-da. It just didn't happen that way.
Yeah.
So you roll with the punches. As long as you're healthy, you have money in the bank, you have somebody to cuddle with. What the fuck else?
Yeah, no, period. Yes. No, that's good. But have you ever felt like the pressure of being or like comparing yourself with your mom?
100% all the time. If somebody tells you they don't have pressure, that's a lie.
Yeah.
I do compare, but you compare. It's human. You look back, you're having conversations with the older generation, you're just like, guy, like it's so human. If you don't compare, everyone does a comparative analysis.
Yeah.
I compare myself even with my peers. You know, I'm like, wow, at my age right now, all my friends have kids. It's just like 1 or 2 who are left. Those are the only ones I can call Friday night past 9 p.m. I can't call the regulars that you people know my friends for. So I always have to be like, can I call? No, can I call? No, can I? So you constantly compare yourself, but then again, it's like I don't have control over this. Tonight I can be like, I'm going home with this guy, I'll get a baby, but then I can't do that. I can't. There's some things I just have to. I can only manage what I can control.
You can control.
Yes.
That's
Oh,
good,
that's
though.
such a zen way of looking at it.
A living life. I mean, it helps you not stress too much and not kind of blame yourself for what is happening, because it's truly beyond your control. If you're really not meant to have a kid by 30, there's so much you can do. And I always feel like the universe usually works in a way that is good for you. Let's say if you got a kid at 30, you would not be where you are right now. You wouldn't be able to do everything that you're doing.
Yeah, I truly believe things are always working out for you. Yeah. Whether you believe that or not, things are always working out for you. Even if you go a bit off course, there's a way your life will be rearranged to get you back on course. But I don't think you're ever like off course. So the way I see it, maybe because the thing is though, you see, because I really love my independence. Yeah. Maybe that's why it's not happening for me. Like I really, 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 really love it to the point where like when I see other moms with their kids, I'm like, oh, you're so lucky. But I'm like,
not me.
When I'm seeing them running around, you know. So you see, subconsciously, I'm also like creating the life that I want.
You want,
maybe at a point I'll be like, okay, fine, let's do it. Let's just have a bunch of twins. Chap, close. I already am at an age. I'll be at the age where I don't care if I have a flat tummy. How will I look after pregnancy? I'm just, even the people I'm dating won't be like, you know. Right now, you see, you guys all about the aesthetic.
Have to keep it cute. Have to keep it cute.
Things change, my G. Things fucking change.
Me, I'm going with my parents. Mimi kama wazazi wangu walikuwa, mimi naenda na wao, na compete na wao. Kawa walipata watu hii time, mimi pia nacheza kawa. Yeah, mimi niko all about that actually.
You should have a kid by now.
Ngoje muone. Simgoje muone. Kwani mnafikiri?
How old are you?
Hebu guess.
Tony, 26?
Wow, ulikuwa unajua.
Is it true?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But to be purpose, unajua mimi spendi age yangu iko out there. But
26 and how old are you?
25.
26. Okay.
24.
The man hata like ikikam kwa like all love. Mimi na believe, mimi nilikuwa nawaambia, we were having that conversation just right now. Nikiwaambia mimi na wish hata hizi masimu zinge lost manini so that ikwe like I need to go back to andike letters to nini.
Gibbs is saying that because he doesn't want to share locations with his girl. And I'm like, bro, but see, that's relationship 101. Locations.
Naweza kuwa nimepitia mahali. Sinawambia in a day I might go to 8 places but niseme 7. The 8th one aseme, mbona hujaniambia umeenda hapa, like what did you go to do? Come on, ilikuwa obsolete, ilikuwa tu base ya kupitia ku.
Hapana, hiyo ya nane ni gani? Hata mimi niko curious sahi.
So are you trying to say you have to tell your partner everywhere not have to, but is it the culture in your relationship where you're like, oh babe, now we finish shooting, oh babe, now we're going to have drinks here, oh babe, now
most times naongea naye like, but nasema with the location that's it.
Okay,
with the location that's what's happening, like anaweza after every 10 minutes azaangalia sema
but you should know your partner and you should know how they would react to certain things, like would they be understanding of you saying oh nilipitia tu hapa.
But what I'm saying is that conversation doesn't even have to be anywhere. Like, so the man I say, let's do away with all this equal to like back to ile life where letters like let's just go back to all that. Unajua cause ulikuwa unasema hata like wase wa siku hizi like the youngins hawajui kukatiana like in high school
women face to face like hakuna kukatiana ile.
Wamezoea ma DM nini mpaka sisi kuna time kukuwa na DM ati Facebook ama nini. Ilikam tu tukiwa in the process. Unajua? So sisi tuko na both. Unaweza DM na unaweza.
I mean even us both. Even us we are the ones who really have both.
DM ni hello dear. This not an email. Like
that's a cheat. Younger men hit on you and what ways do they do it?
All the time.
Period. Look at you, bad.
All the time. And if I was messy, I would just fuck with these kids.
Because they are fine.
Hey.
Huh?
They are fine.
They are. You Gen Zs. You Gen Zs. You're not here to play. No, all the time. What was the question?
Your mind just went somewhere else.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
They do.
They do, and I love their confidence. I feel like the younger generation are quite confident. I don't know if it's confidence or they just think they know me because they've seen me online.
Yeah.
But yeah,
kwani kitambo mtu alikuwa anakuangalia mpaka notice like they can't approach you like squeezing ni cheki nadai hivi iko hivi ukwaje like you know.
Yeah.
Wait, so who does it better, older niggas or younger niggas, like in terms of
As a woman who has experience?
I'm just saying, according to me.
According to you.
That's an interesting question. Maybe I like it from the youngins because, disclaimer, because I have more power. So I have more control.
Manipulating.
Yeah,
I'm not manipulating. But I like I don't know I don't know to explain it because
unapenda kupangwa.
if you come and talk to me, I know like I don't have to. With an older man, I feel like there's a position you have to take.
Yeah.
As the younger one, like oh hi, I'm so grateful to be taken for dinner. That kind of energy.
Yeah.
But now with you youngins, I can still be myself. Like I'm strong. I'm opinionated.
Yes.
I'm witty. I don't have to change.
And then
you're cute, but then you're gonna take me to your mom.
Alafu bado pia wera nayo ni different. You know what I'm saying? Like, the energy, the fire is just right.
It's
Blue fire.
It's because of the money thing. You can't be. You have to fuck for your life when you're broke.
Yeah.
As compared to
Lazima
when you have money, there's no one you're impressing. You're like, yo, you take what comes with it.
We have to reach there no matter what.
Uko yangu uko like, come on, yo, atakosa kuniongelesha tena.
No, but I get it. That same thing, that line for being fully yourself when you're with younger people. Like, they like you for who you are.
Young kwako ni?
No, I'm just saying, like, even people in my age, when they hit on me, people my age, sasa hapo mimi naongea people my age, please. Yeah, I mean, they like you for who you are, not what they would want you to be.
Not money. I would definitely
Hit
like
on me
an
because of
older
money.
woman. Yeah.
Sema ujua
I'm a
nikimpata hivi
child,
anaweza
though.
nipanga.
I'm literally 24. Nakupea nini?
Omba dad.
Anataka kuenda places wewe unaenda. So like the best way kufika hapo bila kuwork hard sana like ata work hard huko but better.
I'm your younger brother's friend or something. Unatupeleka out.
Peleka out.
Anakamadi na mabeshte zake.
Please, let's continue with your week.
Wait. Now, I have a question, kid. Back to that point for you telling your partner all the places you've been. So, how often or how necessary do you guys think it is? How many times do you talk to your partner in a day?
In a day?
Like, ideally.
Well, kitambo nilikuwa nasema
because I was seeing on Twitter that someone can go a whole day without talking.
Hey, you're crazy. You're the
Hadi
breakup.
usiku hata hakuna.
Unanipata na mwingine sasa. Unaenda
Yeah.
unipata na mwingine. Replace.
So how often should you?
Even when I'm busy, like in between me being busy nitakuwa na update. Unaget?
Okay.
Na feel ni kama kwani sasa nitaprefer kuongea na Owen hapa nje nikimaliza podcast than kuambia kusikia demo wangu anasema nini, you know?
Yeah.
Like na feel to in between my things na sikianga tu kwaje, okay, maybe you need something ama like nikwambie wewe mimi nimetoka hapa na kama hivi. It's just I love it. But hiyo ni squeezy. Kitambo mimi nilikuwa sitaki kutextiwa, sitaki kuongeleshwa, nilikuwa about business, yani like mimi nimse nikikuja kushoot niko busy, hata naweza zima simu, you know. I'm all about the action.
Then you never liked them.
I did. Okay, I hata sina access hata sina access yeah, but your time I don't know, nime experience love before, but of course asikai, but nime experience before a few one so this is love, eh? So,
that's a good one, yeah.
So na wewe Owen, kwanza sasa unajua uko bado training grounds.
I don't know if I'm single or not. Ina change kila weekend. Ina depend kan tapigiwa ama statafutwa.
Leo fall in love haraka kwanza.
Yeah, me I'm a real lover, bro. Me,
we love that.
Yeah, you see, me I'm like, yo, we make joke nilisikia, yo, that's funny. I'm in love with you already. Oh, tumelock eyes. Oh.
That's
small
not
things.
okay.
Yeah, like, oh, you like my story. Oh my God, babe. Marriage, like.
Let's get married now.
Mtu like story yako ni kuflirt na IG.
Not really. Me, I like
How did you
stories
see it?
because they are random. Because I can like a food pic, I can like your outfit, I can like your hair, your nails. Not necessarily flirting. Flirting ni ile saa you post a bikini pic and then you post a photo of the sunset. I like the photo of the sunset. Nikutrick, nikuonyeshe mimi ni mdeep mazee. I'm not in it for the body.
Sijakuja
I'm not here for that.
70 other likes.
Yeah, there's 70 likes there, but itakuwa 2 likes. Me.
No, that's
stand out.
No, but I was asking, like, do you find it like someone is hitting on you when they like your Instagram stories?
Do I
find
see,
like
it's
flirting, like it's something?
flirtatious? No.
Yeah, because people do see it that way. They're like,
Girl, I have a lot of followers, so of course
Period.
someone's gonna like. No. To answer your question, no. I like people who are direct.
yeah, say exactly what
I
you want.
love confidence. I like to be shocked, like like to
Yeah, the wow factor.
Yeah. So, but then also if you're not confident or non-confident, I won't not like you. I'm just saying I like the. I like confidence. So if somebody's liking my pictures, I won't think that they're
It's something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why people usually think that it is. And even going to the extent of getting mad at seeing your partner liking someone.
I think because when I'm hearing you guys talk, I feel like this is the difference between this 10-year gap of dating, because this is reminding me of how it was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have to play a game and insinuate, and I'm like, what?
Yeah,
I'm so past that.
The spice,
I know, I'm so past that.
Hakuna talking stage. Hakuna time ya talking stage. Say everything right now. Tumalize bana.
Tuongee kwa altar.
Tuongee baadaye bana.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's crazy. May prefer 9-month talking stages.
Hey, Buddha.
9-month talking stage.
Like
What are we
on the
talking?
phone or in real life.
In real life also, see, we're just going with the flow. But I had...
For 9 months.
And dating around.
That's a baby.
Oh, are you talking to other people when you're doing the 9 months?
I mean, I'm a real lover. I'm never talking to anyone else.
And okay. And so for the 9 months, are you mean talking, so no seeing each other, hanging
No,
out?
seeing each other. We're doing everything that we do in a relationship. We just don't want to confirm that we are in
Are you
a
having sex
relationship. Yeah,
in the 9 months?
before the first link.
Link.
Okay, so then that's not talking stage.
Yeah, that's
So wait,
situation.
so what's a talking stage then?
I think
Talking is early days.
Yeah.
Early days. Hi, have you,
getting to
getting to know each
Me,
other.
I don't have those. So if we start talking, we have to meet 2 days later or something. Because I told you, real love. Itaisha.
lovers,
Itaisha. If we start DMing on Monday,
unataka
we have
tupatane
a
Wednesday.
date by Wednesday. Then we have a weekend together by Saturday. Then Monday, we're ignoring each other again. Then
Mashida zianze
This
kidogo.
Wednesday, we've already
This is the
muted
game
each
that you're talking
other.
about.
Oh my gosh.
Is that a game? I feel like
It
that's
is.
how most modern relationships are.
I mean, even as we are modern, I'm not ancient.
Oh,
10 years ago, most modern. I promise you, my age group is considered as modern love.
not modern. No,
No,
see,
as
you
modern.
guys are more straightforward about how you guys.
But isn't it what you're supposed to do? I mean, if you want to pursue someone to get into a relationship with you, you're supposed to be straightforward with it. Because why play games?
See, in a bamba. I mean,
But yeah, don't mistake what I'm saying is that at now, it's hi, how are you? We're together.
Yeah.
No, the chase needs to be there. It's part of the fun. What I'm saying is that thing of the guesswork. If I like this picture, will she notice that I like her? Whatever. That's what I feel like is. I like somebody who is straight up. Yes, they might be there liking the
very close
pictures.
to the
Yeah.
food.
But eventually he's like, I think you're cute, or can I get your number? But not can I take you out and I don't know who you are. Those are the weird ones.
Yeah.
Because there's a club.
Hi.
Can I take you out for
Coca
coffee?
Coast,
And I'm like, coffee, I don't even know your name. Those are the weird DMs. Or the DMs that say hi.
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 HAE.
Hi.
Even just hi. Hit
yeah,
hi.
hi. Hey.
You get
hi.
hi.
Yeah, so many of
So
them.
So what are you supposed to say back? Hi
what
to?
am I supposed to say hi to?
But unajua it's crazy how that happened to me juzi, but sikuwa na flirt na mtu ambaye alikuwa anafanya nini. What happened is hear me out. Unajua vile imeanza.
Hear me out.
What happened is nilikuwa nafaa kuleta Mandy radio. Big shout out to Homeboys Radio. Nilikuwa nimlete for an interview. Si ndio? So nikam DM hatuko tunafollowiana, so ilikuwa lazima ni request. So nikidm nikaandika, unajua anajitanga kabaya. So nikaandika kabaya afu nikatuma kwanza, unajua vile unatumanga alafu uandike something else. Kumbe request na check only one message. You can't DM again. So that's all that went. Niko like, oh my god. So ikanifungia DM. So siwezi DM
tena.
That's how by then nawaambia msifanye that. So nilaka like a weirdo bro. Hadi nikasema oh my god. Na siwezi access. I can't even unsend. So iko tu kwa request zake nikasema.
That's a beautiful setting.
So oh my god. So nimekaa tu nikasema by the way hii ni crazy. Anaenda kuona ka weirdo ukipatana mahali like nishachoma hiyo chance.
So alikuwa kwa DM zangu.
Are you sure you can't DM again?
No, there's a setting that you can put to be
you can equal once to.
Akona Bluetooth.
So you uko na each chance moja kusema mambo yako.
Yes,
but mimi nikatuma hiyo moja. So nikakaa hivi surprisingly aka reply. Akasema hiyo niache nini kwa DM kila kitu kapa nikasema wa sijui ni nini aliona
but uli pass the profile check.
Nilipass your profile check. That's what nili feel proud at the end of the day. It wasn't even about hiyo kubonga but nilikuwa like aliona akasema oh my god Kibs
calm down. Calm down Kibs.
But yeah, nilikuwa tunawaambia about that na DM. Ilikuwa very not rookie mistake but mistake anyone anaweza make.
Lakini sasa kuna wale wanafunga constant. Kuna wengine wamenitumia hi from last year na bado hawasemi wanataka nini. Hey, hi.
Maybe that's where your soulmate is.
Hey.
Labda tu you just have to keep him out.
Love of your life labda ako hapo. Nafaa tu kureply moja hivi. Fanya tu hivi ufunge macho uchague moja.
It's a to picky
you just need to take a chance.
You are the
just
love of my life.
Because you miss 100% of the shot you don't take.
I am not going to do that. I'm not doing that. We've gone on a tangent.
Of course, it was lazima to digress.
We were asking.
It's related, I promise.
Look at you,
I was
plugging
asking
up.
guys how often you should talk to your partner in a day.
Every time we're available, free for me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Morning. How do you sleep? This is the bare minimum. Morning, a little bit in the afternoon, and definitely in the evening.
Yeah.
Hakuna in between ni kama
that's I'm saying bare minimum.
Yeah.
In between, I like that. I like to be in tabs. The one I struggle with is the morning one though. Because I like my morning to just start, and then I can start talking to you from once I've showered, maybe I've gone to the gym, then I'll be like, hey, but I've been with people who want to talk. The minute they open their eyes, like when I see those messages, I'm like, I'm not actually being a dick. I'm just mentally, I'm not even. Yeah, I want to do my own thing. Open the curtains at least, Then I can be like,
kama unaweza tembea.
Yeah. But I know there are people who have to have the good morning text. I don't mind like late afternoon. I mean late morning. Yeah. But yeah, I'm happy to do the check-ins, but I don't. What happens when I'm in a when you're in a relationship and the check-ins become the norm? It gets to a point it's like they almost become mandatory. Like how comes you didn't tell me and you usually tell me?
Yeah.
So I think it's good to communicate like at least at a bare minimum. Morning, afternoon, lunchtime. Yeah. I mean evening. But I don't have to keep tabs they don't have to know I'm here recording a podcast. And then after this I've gone to the supermarket and then I'm on my way home and it's not a must. And some of these things are intuitive, no?
Well, yeah, because mi nikitoka hapa sinafikiria tu where am I going, but nikishajua najua between that and this nafanya nini. I could either listen to music or send a text or so even though ina work too.
So how many times do you say one should communicate?
Hey.
All day, every day.
Kuwa honest, juu tunakuonanga.
Okay, sawa. Unaweza categorize kuna ma phone call, kuna ma text na kuna nini.
Phone calls.
So text ni mob. Phone calls ni mob. Kwanza mimi ni mse spendi kukua kila time. I'm always on the move, man. Unajua vile niko mimi ni mse wao, unajua.
Lakini unakuanga tu sawa.
Always na move. Kasi jatoka hapa, nimetoka studio asubuhi, nime move kwangu. Kwangu niko na plan nyingine, niko na shoot nyingine, niko na nini. So mimi si mse nitakaa chini hivi ati nimeanza kukutext. So nitakucall. Ndo tumalize cause najua convoy haitakuwa that long cause tunaongea na kuupdate rather than saying all that ati nangoja text yako kila time. So for me texts zinakuanga kiasi, like in the morning of course lazima nitume cause hata unajua kikam kwangu nikienda job asubuhi na mtext ni kama tuko pamoja. Because like me unaamka like 4 and then anazuanga wazee asha stima hiyo kiko like man sana like
gonga masufuria
kuna time nilikuwa naanza na makuot unajua the early sijui don't scare ilikuwa challenge bro amka bana nataka kule kufahamka udo something you know what I'm saying like so of course kuna asubuhi nini nikirudi but then I really text rarely because tunapatananga sana you know but calls in between ni mob. I could even say in a day naweza call hata kama hata 25.
What? How long have you been together?
1 year and something.
Wow. Oh, I thought it was like a month because that sounded like young love.
Sisi ni real lovers.
Okay.
Love hata kama ingekuwa 10 years.
But 25, there's only 12 daylight hours. Okay, so if you wake up at 4, I'm just okay, oh yeah, 4. And then you've been together in the bedroom. Okay, so then you leave the house. So let's say you're apart from 8 a.m. until maybe 8 p.m.
Yeah.
That's 12 hours.
Yes.
So in 1 hour, you're talking twice, calling.
Sasa unajua
And then they steal the text.
No, kunaweza kuwa na 2 hours tujaongea lakini kuna hii 1 hour moja yenye nimeongea mara kadhaa because I could.
Yeah.
Right now, hii ni 1 hour straight of this podcast. Of course I can. Nina wish ningeza hata break kidogo. Hata ya mita kuja kwa nipige kasimu moja ni mwambie by the guy imagine tuko na Jules. Unajua like something like that. So, like me niko I'm about it.
Okay, I love it. I love it. I don't know if it's practical, but I'm happy that you're happy.
Thank you.
And I'm sure she loves it too. She's at peace. She's never wondering where is this nigga.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's good for her.
Yeah. So actually nataka kuswitch up kitu because kuna kitu imeniwasha nimekuwa nikitaka kuuliza. Unajua umetransition from so many like things. Ulikuwa over 25.
Right.
It's related, I promise. So this is love. And before that, there were even some other things you were doing. Because nakumbuka tukiongea ulikuwa radio.
Yeah,
at some point.
Yes. But not on radio.
So like how have you felt the transition from like all these, you know, different, because zote alternate media, like zote ni different in very different ways.
Yeah.
You see, and then ni different personalities. Over 25 mulikuwa bado unajua nilikuwa na coach nasema dem akona fire ingine napenda, you know, like it's kila kitu ina change na life yako pia ina change. So how are you feeling the transition from this to that to this to that? Una feel aje hiyo roller coaster?
Yeah, so you know, when we started this like over 25, you know, you guys have come into the game when there's already like
kuna infrastructure.
Yes, there's something that's already set up. When we started over 25, like there were not that many other podcasts.
Internet ilikuwa stable.
Yeah, there were no other like YouTubers in Kenya.
Yeah, YouTubers. Yes.
There were a lot of YouTubers abroad. So I used to watch a lot of YouTubers abroad because I was in the UK, and that's what inspired this thing. I was like, hey, when I come back home, I'd love to do something like this with my friends. And actually, the group that inspired me, they're no longer together. They're called, they're UK black girl YouTube group called Meet the Patrons. 3 babes.
Know them.
Yeah, so there was Shola, Adiola, and somebody else. This Yoruba girl. So I used to watch them like so much, and I was like, we have to do something like this.
That.
Yeah, so that's basically where Over 25 came from. But more so because when I started working now in radio, you know, I've always had, for me it was a lot of career conflict. I always used to feel like I always knew I was not in the right place, but I didn't know where I'm going to go. Like, it's not like I knew what else. I didn't say, I'm leaving this, then I go, and then I become a film producer. Like, I didn't even know what I wanted to do, but I was just feeling like, what the fuck is this? You know, like, and I'm seeing other people in the office really enjoy it. I'm just coming to the office, I'm like, oh my God, we're writing another report, another pitch, we have another... So, and that was my life, my entire working career, where it's like I was doing the job and I think I was doing it well. But I was not feeling like I'm putting my creativity in. So when I started Over 25, it's because I didn't want to resign.
Okay.
I needed the money. And I was getting this thing of I'm resigning. So I was like, let me start a creative project that will
itakuwa ka safety net in a way.
Not even a financial safety net, an outlet,
Okay.
so that I can, I have something to look forward to, like on Saturday, because we used to record on Saturdays. All of us were working 9 to 5s, so I have something to look forward to on Saturday. And then after shooting, I'm editing, you know. So I, you know, and then even at work, I can be, you know, replying to comments. Like I felt like I was now.
Isikuwa regular ka weekend ikifika watu wanaendanga out to like 9 to 5 every weekend.
I was out every weekend.
Same routine.
Yes, but then I still now, at least now I had a creative outlet.
Yeah.
And I was feeling like I'm using my, you know, you guys as artists, there's creatives, you know this. Sometimes you can't, you just feel like there's something inside you that needs to be done. Either I want to write or I want to sing or I want to do
no
a podcast.
The obstacle, bado unajua
yeah. So imagine now I was feeling like that stuff is just, it needs to come out. So that was the outlet, which was over 25. And obviously we were young and all I wanted to do or talk about was love, sex and relationships and just the drama of being a 25-year-old in Nairobi with my girlfriends. And so when we got into It's Related, I Promise, I was in It's Related, I Promise and so this, and Over 25 at the same time at some point.
I remember.
Yeah, but it was because the voice for Over 25 was different from IRIP. So the transitions were just like, it's more of those things where I feel like I have more to say in a different way. And then when it came to So This Is Love, I wanted us, you can see, So This Is Love is very different from anything else I've ever done. But it still has the same thematic of like personal development, self-love, how to figure out who you are in a relationship. Things that really inspire me are relationships. So romantic relationships and non-romantic relationships. That really inspires, it really gets my wheels moving. So how do the two of you relate to one another? How do the two of you relate to one another? How does an employee or apprentice relate to the person who is the mentor? You know, these relationships that define you. You know, I love anything to do with the human condition, human relationships, and how we evolved and discover what the fuck we're here to do, things. The essence of humanity. So that's really what inspires my work. And more so towards relationships, because that was a problem area for my life. So in terms of the transitions, it was really not something I planned. This was like, I need an outlet. And then, oh my God, YouTube started growing. And then, oh my God, we're making money. Turning on a camera and talking.
Like, oh, this is fun. That's
okay. Yeah, and I'm like, maybe we need to take this a little bit more seriously. Maybe we need to have a structure. You know, so that by the time a client is coming to us, we are confident. The structures are just for giving us confidence to be able to speak in front of these corporates and in rooms that, for me, I was now on the other. Before I used to be on the other side.
Yeah, you used to do the others.
Exactly. So the plan was never that, which is why I have come to learn as a creative. You really must not give yourself pressure to know the 5-year plan. That's just my own personal belief.
Thank you.
Because if I got in saying I want to be able to have this podcast and produce this, and I even have NGOs coming to me to help them create their content and da. Like if I had that as the plan, I'd be so anxious at the beginning. Like, why isn't it happening? The plan that I have said, you know, the goals are not aligning. The most important thing is to manage what you can control, which is I can create, I can connect with the audience, I can create a content calendar, I can publish every week, I can do this, I can talk to clients, I can build an audience. Yes. So in terms of the transition, it was more like, you know how it's like it started this way, but then it came like this, and so the transition just happened automatically. Over 25, the time of it ended. Like it ran its course, and also mentally, I'm in such a different place. I'm no longer doing the chitty chatties of things men do that, you know. I mean, I still love those. I still love those conversations, but then now I think the age I'm at right now, that's not what's inspiring my art. What's inspiring my art is other things, and you can see it in my work.
I feel so seen. What?
You do?
You've spoken to me directly, especially that part for like when you're 25 and you really didn't know, like you didn't want to fit yourself in a box. and you are not too sure if that was the steps you're supposed to take and whatnot. I'm in that exact position right now, and it's driving me insane. But
yeah,
I feel seen. Thank God. I feel like
babe, because there's other people who are born and they're like, I want to be a doctor, or I want to be like Sharon Mashira from ARP. She knew she wanted to be a journalist. And I'm like, how the fuck did you know that?
Yeah.
I discovered journalism when the podcast started blowing up, because I was like, oh, it's like a form of storytelling.
Yeah.
I'm seeing you guys you wanna cut?
Yeah, but ilikuwa inafaa kuwa.
So it's because you guys everyone is on edge.
But anyway, since we share cut,
I guess we're back. We have somebody on set.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, just move past it.
Yeah.
Act ni kama amekuwa hivi.
Okay. So I need to act normal, like he's been sitting next to me the whole time. Acting normal. So as I was saying, so for example, like Sharon Mashira, as I was saying, for her, she always knew she wanted to be a journalist. And I didn't have that.
Yeah.
Same.
I just loved art. I loved painting. I loved drawing. I loved acting. In fact, if I could have it my way, I'd have been an actor.
You know, I was about to ask you, I would love to see you like in Single Kiasi.
Girl. Don't get me excited.
I would love to see you there, please.
Yeah. In fact, as a child, I wanted to be an actor. And then I was like, there are no black actors. Like, I didn't see a lot of black actors. So the next best thing was a musician.
Yeah.
I could sing. I was in a band, by the way. Yeah.
Wapi.
Actually,
obsessed. You just don't know the ends.
What was the name of the band I was in?
See, it was just a band.
Back in his days, and alikuwa anajua a lot.
Nilisahau.
It was actually it was actually when I was 26, 24.
It's like what, 20 years ago?
Pretty much, yeah. But you look old. How old are you?
How old do you think
You'll
I'm?
be surprised.
You look like you're maybe 38.
No, 41.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. You cannot be 26. So this ageism. Today is not the day, and I promise you I'm not the person.
From that side.
What was there?
Yeah. So I guess that's what I was trying to say. Some people knew, I didn't know, and then that's why for me I was just like, it sucks when what sucks is that you're somewhere you don't want to be, but you don't know then what.
Then what? Yeah,
that's
like the next
where the mind fuck is.
Yeah.
And so for me, this YouTube stuff is like, so this can be something.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was talking about the music thing. Yeah. So it's like, I decided to be a musician because I was like, there's like, the Nicki Minaj's and the whatever. I was like, so I'll become a musician, and then I become so famous, I'll transition to film. I was like maybe 18 with this kind of dreams in my head.
Yeah,
Do you still sing?
So no.
Would you perform at a live show? Like a comeback
To
performance?
sing? No. But I want to make an EP for me, just like for my legacy, for my grandkids to be like, Shosho even recorded this thing.
Would you release it to the public?
Maybe, but I won't like promote it, go on tour. I just want to have, like, you see, I have that thing inside me. It needs to come out.
What if you do
So
that and that becomes your big break?
Is that how your podcast was initially?
Which one? I have many podcasts. Meaning, like, it was, I just started little.
Were you just doing it just to put it out there, not to
Yes.
promote it?
In fact, it was supposed to be only 10 episodes. But that's also a mindset thing. I do this thing, I'm like, let me just start small, because if it fails, and it's not a good mindset. I want to be big and bold.
Tushasema hiyo lakini usichelewe next time. Tushasema hiyo, tushaongelea.
Move past it.
You silent. Were you silent?
Labda ulize ile swali yako ile ingine
silence.
Yenye nimekuja nayo? So mjauliza, uko ready? Are you open to talking about it?
About what?
The question that has brought me here today.
Why over 25 broke up?
Yeah.
I mean, see, we already answered it on the final video.
Sasa ya kwa podcast yetu
Sasa choma. Najua hiyo time bado mko
That video is so sad.
We were just not in the same place like we were when we first started.
Oh my gosh.
Like, you guys are in the same space now. You're like, you have this vision, you want to do this. But now for us, it got to a point where we were just not compatible.
So do you think even
creatively? So,
No, continue, sorry.
Yeah, so sometimes it happens in groups all the time where somebody wants to take this direction and then somebody is like, oh, this direction does not work for me anymore because my personal brand is this. Yeah. And now you'll have those conflicts of interest inside there. Like, oh, I don't want to talk about this. Can we talk about this? Da, 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 da. And then, I mean, I'd have loved to continue. Over 25 for me, it was like my baby. So I'd have loved to, but I didn't push. I just said, it's okay. It is what it is. That's the best answer I can give you. Okay, I know you're here you want more juicy things.
No. My girlfriend is the one who was asking, so I'm glad she
how we say it, side ya watu wako na madem. Like watu wako in relationships and all that. Alafu huko
ni watu wanateseka. Alafu fathers hana dem ana baba.
Hana dem ana baba.
You guys are rough. I don't know how you want it's hard. There's a lot of testosterone for me.
My question was by you saying that you got to a point where you're not in the same space anymore, do you think even for us we'll get to a point where maybe we'll have different things that we want to pursue?
I'm telling you, it is a must. It's going to happen. And it's probably even sooner than you think. But you have to decide. You guys have to figure out what to do when that happens.
Mina keeps Trabaki sandwich and ikufe.
What are they trying to say about us?
No, but the thing is,
on a group.
Hapo ndo mtaona kuna casting. Unataka msichana kama Gibbs, you speak like me or like me. Unataka msichana kama Joel, preferably usikuja hapa na nywele mob, like, you know what I'm saying? Like videos that switch up. Mtaona sandwich 2.0. 3.0.
No, you'll
4.0.
get something will happen. Maybe you want to do something in a certain way. Then you'll still be doing this, but still, because like even me, I started my tiny little channel.
Like Nezoani.
Yeah. Just tell you guys.
Neville. Si Neville alisema venye ati budake alimletea PS5. Mi wangu wako a bit broke, so sijikataza.
What would it take for your dad to come back na umkubali vizuri?
Time machine.
That's a really good answer, though.
Does your dad listen to this podcast?
I hope not. Maybe. Niko sure amepitishiwa ujumbe. Zata do.
Yeah.
And if I step up.
Hakuna.
Too late.
You need to step up yourself.
As a better son.
Maybe your bad vibes. We can't just blame the dad.
Labda make the same sacrifice ile like buda LeBron, buda 50 days. Ako like, bro, nikibaki kwa maisha yako utakuwa tu average, utakuwa loved nini. No bro. Kuwa na ambition, acha nikuache. Nikuwa naambia wasebe unajua ni mtoi wangu. Afu 30 asha make it. By the my son.
Like Drake's dad.
Unaona?
So there's a dream, he had a vision.
Yeah.
And he was doing it for your good.
Hope alijua podcasting inahitaji mse.
Needed some saving.
You had that brilliant question that you were to ask us. That was 5.
No, I feel like we have something more fun before we get to that one.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you guys your favorite breakup lines. Like venye kuna favorite pick-up lines.
Hiyo side ndo mtakuwa na points mingi.
My dog.
Points, hatuna points.
My dog.
Kitu ya forever mnatuforce kujua. This side hatuwezi jua.
Labda tuuliza how do we plan on proposing.
Labda turushe hiyo question to the audience wajibu. Because this side man sasa.
Sisi hatuna uwezo, we have no capacity to be able to give our intellectual sense on that matter.
Focus ilipotea around February.
This one.
All the best, guys. So how did you guys break up?
Mi sijaachana na msee mazee.
Tell us more, bro.
We literally just ghost each other. I've only had one face-to-face breakup. Not one face-to-face breakup na karibu nivunje roho, man. I couldn't take it. So sijui. Mi wasi break up na wasi.
I really just say I don't feel like this is working out. I think we should see other people.
Guy,
You know the
I think
usual
you should see other
line.
people is crazy.
What?
I'd
How
be in
would you
hell.
say
Niko
that?
unanitoa hosi yake ya Mungu.
I don't
So
think
umekaa,
we're in the
uko na
same
mimi.
place in life.
Oh my God.
Our goals
Oh
are not
God.
aligning.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I don't think I see a future
Oh,
with you.
Take the L out of lover, and that's what it is.
Yeah, but I usually say like I don't see this working out. We're not in the same headspace, and
Do you mean the stuff you say? Like, okay, what does that even mean? You're not in the same.
there's a reason why we've broken up. Unless you've cheated now, I'll just cast you and then block you.
Cheating is not.
Jules, Jules, in one of your episodes, you spoke about your love story.
Ooh, you listen
No,
to
my
this
father
in
research.
Do you listen?
Yes, I do. I've listened to a couple of episodes.
Thank you.
Not all, but I've listened to quite a
But
number.
then I'm actually looking for male contributors. You guys have a good male audience. Please get me men who are willing to come and speak.
Tuko.
Just ask
Waambie
right
tu
now.
wako
Waambie tu
hapo,
sahi.
just
Yeah.
tell them. Yeah.
So if you can, please, you know how to reach us on our socials or anything. If you want us to link you with Jules or DM her.
Comment.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
DM her.
I have a few male listeners, but not a lot of men want to come and share. So one guy was like, "Can you alter my voice?" Yes, I can do that. Like
You'd
people
be
are so
surprised
scared.
How many men listen to your podcast?
Yeah.
Yes, and I would like men who are not only who are like even a man who is the one who was the reason the relationship ended, but they've come to the point where they're like, this is how I contributed to the breakup of the relationship. I was emotionally unavailable. I cheated.
Self-aware guys.
Yeah, no, yes, because the premise of the podcast is that
It's as open as you possibly
you,
can
you
get.
have to have come to the other side of the thing that has happened. You're not coming to talk shit about your ex. That's not the space. You can do that in your
Ulisha make
journal.
peace now.
Yeah, you've made peace and you're able to say this is how I contributed to the breakup, and this is what I've learned, and I'm taking into my next relationship.
Well,
That's
I wish
Can
I
you
wish
use
you
it?
get part a few years ago. I'm sorry, Jules.
but it can be a
really
relationship
love,
that has passed.
Yeah.
Not a current relationship, but maybe it has because of the lessons you've learned there. You're able to
I'm
apply them
able to apply
into
them.
your current relationship and even in your own personal development.
Sawa.
Yeah.
Byron, hapo utakata unitumie. Nikienda huko narusha kwanza. Nasema hiyo. Disclaimer. Yeah.
That you've changed.
Yes.
Yeah.
I basically create content for 25-year-old me. Stuff I wish I had
And new
growing up. Instead of reading romance novels or watching stuff on TV and like thinking, oh, this is how men are supposed to be. Oh.
Yeah.
How do you get your contributors today?
I do call outs like this.
Oh,
I do call outs on my social media.
On her stories.
Yes,
yeah.
I post on my stories and I also share, ask friends, friends to ask friends. But most, like 90% of them come from the call out or just going to my DM. Hi, I'd like to contribute to share my story.
So how can they reach you? Come say, kuna mse problem.
Yeah, the niggas,
They can just send a DM to, so this is love_podcast KE on Instagram.
Yeah.
That they just say, I want to share my story. And then somebody will.
Okay.
No one has used your platform to try and get their ex back. Like, babes, unaona nimechange.
Asking for himself, by the way. He's asking for himself.
Multiple.
Maybe that's, I don't know what the motives are, but
Does
it's
it
possible.
Do they tell you the stories beforehand, or you also listen like us?
They
Unashtuka.
do. So I usually ask for my guests to share like a 1 or 2 minute summary, so I get the gist of what we're talking about, so I can also measure and see, are you in the space to talk about this?
Yeah,
Or
kuna
you're-
msasa kuja akuwa na uchungu bado anze kulia hapo na
So
kukaa.
ukisikiza unasemanga, hii ni tamu. This is the one."
yeah. I do that, and then so I have somebody. I used to do it myself, but then I got somebody to do that, and then if I have more questions, that's when I'll be like, okay, just ask when, how, for how long, and then now we put a date.
Do these people look like their stories? You know, I would really love to put a face on, like the story of the girl who got pregnant, gave birth, the guy paid, but it wasn't his baby.
Oof, that story.
Does that girl look like that story?
What do you think she looks like? Because I saw her.
I think for context, this girl was talking about how she was seeing someone. I think they broke up for like a very short time. She got pregnant, got back with the guy thinking that the baby is his. For a long time, they got. She was pregnant knowing it's this guy's baby, and they were church guys, right? So she had not already been around.
Yeah.
So now, eventually, she got a baby. this guy and the dad got money, paid for her hospital bill for the baby to come out. Then they found out after that this baby was not
in the hospital because they're like, where's the blood type?
The blood type mathematics was not mathing. So they said, So now then he asked the woman like, check e-box umeperani mwingine. E-box just jaimanga solo. So there's someone else responsible for this goddamn baby. So then she came clean and it's such a whole
And then Maliza.
I'll tell you guys which episode it was in the description. So you go look for it. But it was a very interesting story.
Yeah.
But that happened to me, bro.
So a girl like that, to me, looks like a very... From how she even sounds, a very small, tiny, naive girl. She's so woye. Is that her?
She was quite petite, very beautiful girl. Yeah, because she has like a high pitched voice.
So many employees, so this is love. Bad.
What's the wildest story that's been on your pod personally to you?
On the podcast, I think the one he's talking about was wild, and as a close second is. Actually, no, there's another. The one I want to say is the wildest. The one, I don't know if you listened to the one where this guy got this girl pregnant and it was such a toxic relationship. And after telling her, like, it's okay, keep the baby, when she was maybe like 6 months, he calls her to, they're like at a house party. And because she was not drinking alcohol, she was only drinking, she only used to like drinking like juice or soda or something. He spiked her drink with the abortion pills.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
So, but she didn't finish the drink because she started feeling like throwing up, and then she just started really, really cramping, and like they had to take her to hospital. And then I think that's how she found out somehow that there's a medicine he told her to take. It's going to help with something. But she decided to take a picture of the medication. Anyway, when she got to the hospital, she realized this guy was trying to kill the baby. And she's like 6 months is a...
Hey, bro, I would kill her. Who was giving the story, the girl or the guy?
No, the girl. But she still stayed.
Acha muende msikize waambie.
I mean, they'll also listen to find out more because episode 2 ama moja ako nayo. So
so that to me was so I was just like, I thought I'd gone through it in this Nairobi. There's people really going through it. But it also makes me wonder, this man, he's still a human being. Yeah. Like, what pain is he running away from? Because he was also a very severe like alcoholic and drugs and coming to the hospital, they're all smoking weed at the reception. Like, it was such a wild story. So I'm like, there's a lot of, pain becomes pain. Yeah. So it's a generational thing. So like, what was lacking in his childhood that this is how it's expressing itself in his adult life. It really just shows me how the things that we go through when we are young, when we're children, when we have no control over, like our parents, the divorces, the fighting, the alcoholism, we see them, we get exposed to them, and then they become the blueprint to who we are going to be as adults. It's pretty fucked up because we don't have control over that. But then, unfortunately, it's our responsibility to do the work, to not pass it on because it will just continue. And by the time it gets to the third generation, it's just bigger and worse.
Actually, on that point, when I was asking about Love is Blind, there was like an exact same situation that was happening. So there's this guy called Clay. His dad cheated on his mom when he was young, and when he was entering this whole experiment, he kept on telling the girl that he proposed to that, I'm scared I'm gonna act like my dad. I'm scared I'm going to cheat on you. And I mean, that it is red flags on its own because the girl was not really taking into account whatever he was saying. She was just like, okay, fine, I understand your trauma, I understand what you have been going through. But in real sense, in my opinion, he was saying, I'm probably going to cheat on you because this is what I saw my dad doing, and it's a norm in my head. And he also communicated that to the mom. And now during the wedding, because he said no, and I thank God for that.
When he showed Love is Blind,
it's such a stupid show.
And find me there next season.
You guys don't see each other. You guys
don't see each other. So you don't see each other for a period, I think 2 weeks. You're in pods. Then you're communicating. There's a barrier, so you're communicating, and then you get to know each other emotionally, like that. You just get to know each other without seeing each other. And then if the person likes you when you're still in the pod, they propose to you. After they propose, yes, it's marriage proposal. After that, I think 2 weeks or could be more.
Real lovers.
Umependa your story.
So now After that, after you propose, that's when you get to meet your partner. So now this whole situation of him talking about...
No, you meet your partner and propose.
Yeah.
Oh.
The
But when
first
you
day
propose also,
the moment you see them
like this,
somebody's
praying.
supposed to go on one knee.
I love
It's
that.
so flawed
I
because
love
why are you
it.
getting married to someone you've not even kissed?
Hey,
Oh,
That's the whole,
Real
that's the
love,
whole
bro.
aspect. Love is blind.
tusha make love kwa akili.
Connection.
Kabluna so much.
Yeah.
Connection,
Anyway,
bro.
For conjecture box.
Anyway, so his mom and the dad were having a conversation during the
So
wedding.
wait.
I need
Let
to
me take you
know.
back.
So you don't see each other.
Let's take you back. Sorry.
On the same show, but the wedding is still done there. Like,
Yeah.
so who wins? Is it like a competition?
It's really, there's
finding
no
love.
winning. It's finding love.
There's no money involved.
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't know.
So as in, I think the only flaw with
And
the,
do guys stay together after?
yes, some people have
Only
5
one.
years.
This
Only
couple,
one.
is it India and
Or
something.
three.
I don't
Even more, I
know.
think
For me,
more.
it's Cameron and what's Cameron
And the girl.
What's Need for Speed? I follow them on Instagram.
That's the, yeah.
After that season, I was like, the second season is just like I'm just like it
It
doesn't
doesn't make sense.
Everything else is a
Successful.
mess.
There are some people who have actually, but then also if you look at their age, it makes sense. They actually wanted to get married. So they were going there knowing for sure I want to get married.
Kids.
Yeah, hapo hiyo age yao unajua hapo wanataka wako ready for marriage and they're ready to settle down.
Remember the Gibbs, how old the episode?
39.
Hey, you're young.
21, that's what I'm like.
Yeah, say what?
Anyway, so this scenario, so the Clay's mom and Clay's dad were having a conversation, and the mom was explaining to the dad that our son is messed up because of the mistakes that you did. And the dad was not even acknowledging that he played part in whoever the son has become. And he was just saying, but he had found a good woman. At the same time, I also don't want him to be forced to say yes and whatnot. But the mom is just like, you are not taking accountability of what you did. Like the trauma that you put on your son, he really doesn't
blind. Is
believe
that the
in
right
his
platform
son.
for?
I mean, it's
Clay ndo nimekuwa nikiona Twitter madema akisema he's a dog.
he's a dog. No, for real, because he is fucked up. I don't think he was
So
ready.
what was he doing in that show?
I think clout.
Yeah, because now it's just clout.
It's now clout. Everyone who I've seen actually this season, it's clout for sure.
The only show of this nonsense shows that I can because Love is Blind is just so stupid. Like the concept, I think anyone can fall in love without. But there is something to seeing somebody.
You're not
Physical.
burning me,
They're
burning me.
trying to say, oh, can you love somebody for who they truly are inside?
No.
Yes, but also if your breath smells, it can turn off. It can turn off everything. You
You
know.
can't change that.
You can't.
Hey,
You
what's
can't
up?
tell them, you know that's how you buy someone a toothbrush on the birthday or something. Like you know, buy a dental kit. Do you
Yeah.
think you can change?
Halitosis?
Like
Real.
No, I'm just saying because maybe for me, I don't like. I mean, physical attraction plays to how I love you. I don't care what
do you think
say.
you can teach sex in the relationship?
To teach sex in a relationship.
Juu sasa mkishaanza
Oh,
unajua boys nako down.
yeah. I think in my experience, this is where my experience can come into play.
Yeah, talk to us, oldie.
In my experience, it's okay. I am older.
Real.
In my experience, sex is not everything. And now that you guys are in committed relationships, probably see that
Yeah, sure.
the long ones. That's why I asked how long you've been in your relationship.
Yes.
But it plays it plays a lot, and sex can get better with time. If you are if there's a openness in the relationship to discuss about things.
Yeah, nadai hivi kuna venye unafanyanga hivi.
Exactly.
Master mastingo.
Exactly, because it gets to a point in the relationship, the performance. You know, the first maybe 6 months, it's just performance. If as women we really perform, and by mean perform, we are actors. Oh my god! And really, it was not that big of a deal.
My drama
Wallahi, look at me.
You're like, come on, I know I did it well.
On
but
my wallahi, let me tell you, and this one I will always say, our sex was poor. So mna perform nini?
See, tunataka kama
We want to show you. We want to show you you've done a good
if I've
thing.
done a terrible job, hata usismile.
So you want us to be, if women were honest in the bedroom, did you guys not see this thread? If we were really honest.
Go honest, click.
honest.
There's a thread, I'll find that thread, I send it to you guys and you put it in the show notes of this episode, where I think it was a Reddit, where women were asked to describe what it is like having sex with a man. Man, the commentary. I'll try and find it before this episode ends so we can read some of them. But yeah, we really need to.
Honestly, if I like
we have to build your confidence.
I'm gonna build
before
your confidence.
we can come and tell you.
But we won't improve if you do it.
First time sour, second time sour.
Yeah,
6 months.
Boys.
Unafaa kufanya from the beginning venye iko so that
first time
uni-inspire.
From the beginning.
No, but you see, that's what I'm saying. Sex is not
anxiety.
everything because I can like you as a woman. I can really be into you.
Yeah.
But then by the time we have sex, I'm like, but I won't walk away and I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to say this, sorry. The show. The other show which I would out of the nonsense shows, like, so this, Love is Blind, I think is rubbish.
Yeah.
I think the concept is stupid. I think
It really
I
is.
think we've already proved the point that you can fall in love without seeing somebody. That's not the thing. And also we've proved that physicality matters.
Yeah.
Because in the season that made me stop is the one before, where the one that everything was a mess. The season before.
Oh yeah, when they were releasing things before even the episodes are out.
I don't even, the one where there's this couple, they didn't get, they were so in love, but then when they met, the chemistry was non-existent.
So that's
The white couple, this guy was not talking. What was his problem? Anyway,
that one.
so you see, that shows like that physical attraction, and I don't mean how you look, how tall you are, how white are your teeth.
Yeah.
No, I mean that there's also physical intimacy.
Yeah.
You know, like the touching,
like,
it contributes
like
to the falling in love.
Yeah.
But the other show the other show that I would give another chance to is called Ultimatum.
Loved it because what the hell?
Yeah, Ultimatum for me, out of this nonsense shows, I'm like, okay.
Let me tell you let's tell you about
Demu yako
Ultimatum.
nakupeleka huko, anasema uko na ultimatum. So ni either utoke hapo kama umepropose ama mwachane.
Yeah.
Demongo ananipeleka.
So your ultimatum is she wants to get married but you don't want.
But so how long do you have to be engaged for the ultimatum to happen?
No.
Ama how long do you
Unaingia
have to
kwa
go
show.
With your partner.
Kama unapo ultimatum.
Because you can't be together for 2 months and then you're giving
Na
them
kama
an
nataka
ultimatum.
kuolewa saa hizo, like I don't think they have
They're
a crazy
real lovers.
criteria.
I get it.
Some people are together like for 1 year, 2 years, and they just want to be married. But even some people are there for longer. But now the craziest part is when they take you out of that space, like they mingle you out. So you are no longer with your partner, you're going to be with
another partner in that ultimatum. That's the mess I like.
Love it.
So which show was the ex coming out of the water?
That was Love Island.
No, another X on the beach. Oh. Yeah, X on the beach was also
okay.
good.
Love Island.
Oh, Love Island UK. Tick. It's also a rubbish show, but I love it.
I love it,
And
yeah.
Ultimatum, those two, I would rally behind.
I love Ultimatum so much. It's so messy.
I feel like I could start a Kenyan show like that.
Yeah.
Like a tukutani sort of something. Naweka kwa Airbnb diani.
Real.
Yeah, alafu wasema ile couple inashinda. I'm not giving them money. Nawapea marriage certificate.
Na passport ya mbio itoke tu mbio.
Na wedding. Mtanisupport.
Na holiday, of course, mtakuwa na sponsors wanapatia holiday.
Mtanisupport. So Kibs and his girlfriend. Yamita and his girlfriend.
Tunakuja kufanya nini? Sisi tunapendana tayari.
Si mna compete against other couples.
Oh, that would be dope.
I would actually like to see a good quality produced dating show in Kenya.
Kenya.
So
That would be
Showmax,
dope.
Hit
Because
me
we've
up.
had them in the past. There was even one when we were growing up, you guys were not even born for it.
no,
because I was like class
that's
7.
true.
Okay.
Hiyo najua.
I was 13, 12, so maybe you were 2.
Wow.
What was this show called?
Kenya.
Yes, I'll remember the name of this dating
Under
show.
Moi.
And I think it was it Jimmy Gathu who was
Jimmy Gathu.
who was
Who ajui huyo, unajua?
Gigi namjua.
there was a show where you would even go, like they'd take you on it was a dating show, so you're on stage, and then now after that you go on this like really grand date. And I'll ask, my auntie was on that show.
How did it end up for her?
She's in UK. We were all shocked. We were like, yeah. And those days there was no mobile phone.
So you have to
Landline and
Ama ngoje mkutane.
yeah.
Na mkilinko sahau ni hivyo story imeenda hivyo.
Yeah.
Actually, a dating show would be so interesting. I don't
Would
like
you
this.
be on a dating show? Like a Love Island type of... What happened to Chaguo Latini Awards? Mnakumbuka chat? Well, you two might not. Well, definitely.
What do you mean?
I just remember seeing him on the magazine coming out with the chopper. So that's the one.
From Wilson to Carnival.
That's the only thing
That's the upper too, Baba.
Bro, at your time.
You know,
the biggest celeb Africa, I think, Joe stuff. Noanda inaniuma sana kuona amapiano na afrobeats imetake over Kenya. I think nyamgetu chungu yangu. We used to have real celebrities. Waire, Nazizi, Red Sun. Nonini.
Na kukuwa na internet too, so you just had to know them from like the
magazines, insider.
I think I saw an article. Nairobian. I think was it Al Jazeera or BBC? One of the two. An article talking about how Kenyan music has not been promoted in the outside world, like except South African music and Nigerian music, even like art in general.
Because we don't appreciate it here
like that. But also our systems don't allow us to do it.
Who's a good Kenyan artist? Samido. Samido is well known for other things.
Otile Brown.
Real?
Otile is good. Pause. I wanted to hear
Bien Baraza the Kipara.
So naona Bien ana restore the feeling Bensoul. But bado Ashake what you said, you know?
Ashake.
Mbona yeye ndo ako kwa club kila siku? Hakuna msanii join fight
more
ya Kenyan
expensive than
music.
Burna Boy right now.
Yeah.
Like in terms of performance.
Easy, really?
Yeah. For him, it's about $900,000. Yeah,
900,000. What?
Yeah, to 1.4.
Which song? Sorry for I'm a bit
no, because Pia he's the kind how he performs. It's different. Yeah, Burna Boy is really cost 750. Because
so you would choose to go for an Ashake concert over Juakali.
Not me. Hata mimi nashtuka kama
wewe. Juakali ayuko hot in the
side. I would. Unaniweka in a really hard place. I really love Ashake.
Confuse Jules, man. Like talk about some, you know.
Oh, I'm enjoying the banter, but you don't have to just talk about something.
We've been having an ongoing debate about promoting Kenyan music instead of playing Nigerian music or South African music all the time.
Actually,
niliona watu kwa comments wakini support, so I think
where Jules, what do you think about it? Since we're in that source era, like ile golden era ya Kenyan music, you know, like nimli dunda na Boomba Train, you know what I'm saying? Like nimli dunda, like you know what I'm saying? Like Nairobi West. Yeah. So
she's not that. She's.
I'm even shocked you know Juakali.
So like, unaona hiyo situation ikoaje? Una feel nika tuko down sahi ama like it's just a different kind of vibe for now?
Yeah, well, first of all, let's just
actually your general thoughts
on thoughts. I don't like commenting on this because I don't have a good I'll sound like I'm not informed, but I'll do my best. I've always wondered why is it that because we have creatives in Kenya, but why is it like West Africans are so creative? Even when you look at outside of music, like when you go, I don't know if any of you have been to Ghana or Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire. There's just there's a richness in visual arts. You know, the fabrics, the sculptures, it's a lot. It's so apparent. You can feel the difference. And then in Kenya, it's not so much, but we have it a little bit like the Kambas and the soapstones. That's a weak comparison, but like I feel like I wonder why, you know. It was, in fact, I only started really appreciating Kenyan art when I went for this thing called there was an exhibition, this exhibition in museum. Did you guys hear about it? Where they lost artifacts that were taken to Europe and Britain during colonization. So there was this huge exhibition in the museum, National Museum. It was called They Lost Something, where you walk into a room. These artifacts are all in museums in Germany, Europe, whatever. So it's just like, you know how like when you go to the supermarket, you have this receipt that comes out of. So these things are hung from the ceiling until the floor, and each barcode is an artifact that is not in Kenya.
Yeah, but it's somewhere else.
It's somewhere else.
Museum,
And it was rooms and rooms full of this, like just floor to ceiling. And I was like, so we do have a lot of these things. But now when you come down to this music level, I've always wondered why is it because my theory is that maybe it's because we are so fragmented in Kenya.
Yeah.
Like when you look at TZ, majority of the country speaks one language.
Yeah.
when you look at South Africa, it's like there's a homogeneousness in their culture. Yeah. In Kenya, we have the Babis, then we have this, then we have guys of Shags, then we have guys of Nairobi, and then we have guys of the hoods, then we have guys of like who live in lower income housing, slums. So I'm like, is it that we are so fragmented that we don't have a unifying, like all of us we are speaking pidgin, and whether you are living in a nice house on Victoria Island or you're just in a regular shanty in Lagos, we can all sing along to the same pidgin. Is that why? Like those are the theories I have. I don't know. So is it that other people are just more talented, or is it that we just don't have that homogeneous thing?
I usually say maybe a bit of the westernized mentality is so ingrained in us. Like in schools, I don't think we are also encouraged to talk in our mother tongue, something that connects us to who we are as Kenyans.
You know how to?
No, I don't. I'm not even proud of it. I'm usually embarrassed saying it.
Mimi najua yenye si yangu.
Two. Gani?
Kamba and Lu.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Both.
I didn't know it was two. So unajua like 3 languages plus a bit of Spanish. So.
Plus Kiswahili.
Hey.
Multilingual. Language. I'm that guy. I'm him.
Anyways, I think it's because we are not really encouraged to speak in our native languages. Like what's encouraged is.
But you shouldn't encourage anyone to talk in. Have you ever had someone speak in
because of tribalism? Also, you know, you.
Sikia mkisi akiongea. Ushai? Hey.
Also,
hiyo kazi hiyo ongea Kiswahili.
Could also be a very huge factor. Tribalism has been one of our greatest faults, and maybe that's why it's not encouraged, because once we do it, it becomes another problem.
I feel like it's.
But now when we see it I can compare with South Africa. Maybe there's not really that thing for hating on one tribe or another. It's just
South Africa.
There is
tribe.
Nigeria, tribes.
Maybe
guys have their own
xenophobia. I have seen it. I wouldn't say tribalism fully. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In my opinion, that's what I'd say. But then now in Kenya, you'd be looked down upon because of your tribe, because apparently there's a tribe which is richer than the rest. There's a tribe which is more knowledgeable than the rest. Blah 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 blah. So maybe that could have taken away from.
I feel like it's radio. Kiss in employ. Wanaitwa Oga Obina. That guy is Kenyan, bro, but akona a whole Nigerian ass personality and name. So unaona tayari kitu wana push kwa watu. Like why can't he be Kenyan? Where I'm say.
But mi vile naona ni like atuko real to ourselves. Unajua like hizo place zingine mse utoa ngoma yenye anadai venye anadai kuongea na venye sisi tuko na influence ya unafeel nika isipokuwa hivi haita hit, isipokuwa hivi nini, cause ukiangalia situation kama Okelo Max au ndo wale wase walitake your leap, au ndo wale wase wanasema unajua nini, by the fuck it, mimi nitarap nitaimba nikijaluo alafu ni wape yenyu kidogo, but vibe ina feel like atuelewangi nyinyi, mimi naelewa amuelewangi like but ni vibe, you see. So na feel tukishapita hiyo barrier ya kuogopa leo nimeona mkidi fulani akirap in Luo like beat fulani ya beat ya YBW Smith. That's an Abaton.
Hata mix yake na
amjui pia nyinyi. Catch up. Ile kwanza ya
Lele.
Check it hiyo Lele.
Do you know that's not his beat?
Yeah? Najua si beat yake but nakuambia
Naelewa ni ngoma yake na Sean Paul na Will Smith, Sean Paul.
Will Smith and Sean Paul.
Endelea nikugetea so wewe utajua hiyo wimbo. No, Will Smith
and Sean Paul have a
no the beat. Of course Abanton ni kuchukua tu beat nyingine na ku flow over.
Do those guys get sample clearances by the
No, they don't, but the thing is they've not yet blown up enough. Mse hata kujaja utaangalia kuna mkidi fulani huko Kenya anatumia beat yako na hit Kenya, sawa, like get over with it, you know, because anyway they're making money through concerts. Hiyo beat sasa ile cheki lele na hiyo ngoma
kusoma before tupate copyright.
Hatuwezi pata huko like YouTube.
Tunaitumia in a context.
Yeah. So unaona hiyo beats, so basically Kenyans hiyo kinyo wanafanya sahi, wanachukua beat ka hiyo, wana rap over, wana make their own stuff, right?
Urban.
So leo nimeona kuna mjaka ndio inaitwa Urban. Kuna mkidi fulani hapo Aluo, ana rap in Luo, anaimba in Luo, alafu anaingiza Kiswahili anafanya nini? Nikasema na feel shit like see it, and I feel not only because I understand Luo, but the fact that I understand Luo, Nico like say ako up to something.
Guys listen to Nigerian music now how they live.
Yeah, hata kama Ashake, do you listen to do you ever even hear 50% or 60% of what he says?
Okay, not too much of my king.
So like
point.
Yeah, but
Shake.
No. Ni mkali. That's why to remember respect because sasa yeye amevuka hiyo boda ya fuck it. Mimi nitafanya shit yangu na mtapenda.
Yeah.
So na feel hatuko hapo. Wase wanaogopa but sasa tumeanza hata yeye kuchukua beat watu wana hate on Urban Tone. Ni producers wetu wametufail. No one is good enough to give us a beat that world class. No one, name one.
Keeping in Kenya.
Unaget like producer ndo pate producer mkali lazima kumefika bei. What about me with talent na nataka kuanza? So we should have like producers wenye wanaweza fikisha hizi beats kali kama Russian alikuwa na producia ndo tunasikia Russian alikuwa producia Maridi Manini, ameproducia nani Rema like siku hizi unaona vile ako everywhere all over, amekuja Africa amefanya mambo yake. So all I'm saying is producers wetu first of all wana to west wako hasa wote they're not doing what's supposed to be done. Wasanii wako naishi
so mnasema nianze kuproduce. Unajua I think naweza
let's actually hata coming kwa government inaweza leta kitu kali.
I love it. I've never seen
no like Kenyan music najua what it can be.
So Jules, your favorite artist, local, international,
and then to in the last 10 minutes by the way,
or last 10 sat on a while.
You can say anything basically.
I'm an R&B person.
So umesikia we R&B.
Let's kisanga R&B.
You gangster.
Lady. Favorite. Let me just see. Top of mind, I like Karun. That kind of music. That's my vibe. Zenia Manasseh, yes. Bensol.
Shout out.
Specifically. Yeah. I'm ashamed to say this. I recently got. Do you guys know Magunga on Twitter?
Yeah.
So Magunga introduced me to Okelo Max. I knew, but I didn't know who he was properly. And now I'm like, I don't understand what's being said. But
episode here and he spit some lines John Karibu wa melt hapa. Same also hata mimi nilikuwa like
real though.
So I'll have to check my playlist, my Kenyan faves. I have a Kenyan faves playlist on Spotify. International, still I love my R&B hip hop. So
well, R&B.
I like her. I like SZA.
Yes.
SZA is a fave. Beyonce.
Queen, mother.
Yes, I'm a huge fan of Beyonce.
You went for a concert, right?
I didn't know people go for Beyonce concerts from Kenya.
Wait,
I was shocked to see people buy tickets. I said, what? In London. And I was in London. So I was like, I wasn't in London then. But I was like, people actually, we thought we just observe and we say, wow, we are waiting for her to come to Africa.
No.
My friends, I was shocked.
Yeah.
I wish I went.
Oh, you did?
But before I die, I must go and see Beyonce.
I think she's coming to South Africa in April next year or maybe November next year, but she's coming to South Africa.
We are buying
tumeanza tu mwaka mnaongelea next year.
Guys,
yes,
bro, for Beyonce Queen, we're going there.
It's already March. And you want to get Beehive tickets, the ones at the front. Me, I'm not going to go and see somebody like this small.
I must see her.
Hata mimi nataka niwe hapo mbele lakini on stage sitaenda. I might have that opportunity.
You'd go.
I've never gone on stage.
No.
I feel like if she locks eyes with me, I might.
But I might go, but very sad. I might go, but I'll be very sad on stage.
Yeah.
Sad.
I will go with a lot of anger.
Sasa yako hapo nyuma ndio unakuangalia tu nao mapua. I'm not gonna lie though.
Crazy.
Kendrick Lamar, I love him.
Love it.
I'm a huge Kendrick fan.
Did you go to Rwanda?
I love. No, I didn't, but I've already seen him live.
Okay.
Mi Kanye ndo nangoja.
Wait, Kanye.
Kanye.
Who's Kanye?
Yeah.
Oh, they keep on saying Kanye.
Kanye.
Easy.
Old Kanye, new Kanye, all Kanye.
Old Kanye. Old
Anti-Semite Kanye.
All right.
Chop the souls Kanye. And Drake also. I would sell...
Did I not say Drake? Yeah, I'm a huge Drake fan.
I would sell everything in the house to go for it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, oh my God, Vitu ziko happy.
And he's been bringing J. Cole out a lot. Like, what's up with that?
Tour together.
Oh.
There's some concerts I feel like you have to go alone. Drake naezenda peke yangu. Staki yo... You know, when you go to with your girl to a concert, like, lazima umchunge, like...
Unless you go with your homies.
Hata homies wakikataa, I'm going alone.
Yeah.
Uko mbele. Like, bro, ovyo.
It's me.
Ile liki yake ilikubamba. Okay, that joke.
I saw it. I'm your fan. You see that? You know what we're talking about?
No.
His nude leaked.
Oh, the leak. I had lake. Oh, okay.
That's not a nude.
But let me ask you know, listen, no, first of all, that I don't know what people are saying. That guy has a big member.
Yeah.
But was that video real? Because the way the legs were, when he was sitting...
Oh, Jules.
Yeah, he be sassy most times.
No,
a nigga like Drake, I know Drake goes for waxing.
No, but then his legs were sitting, and I watched that video before Twitter took it down. I wish I screen recorded. I wish did anyone save it?
No, we are looking for it.
Maybe.
You didn't know.
Owen has it on CD.
But the legs looked too flat, like they were like this. It looked like a split. Like maybe a 180-degree split.
But
you guys are not seeing that was weird.
I didn't watch it like that. Jump scare.
I watched it many times. I was like, what is that I'm seeing? Yeah.
Like me shaka kwani kuna wanaume huku nje wanapewa kila kitu, man. Like you have money,
Hey, so who's declining him now?
No, I'm not declining. Like, anyway.
But Rihanna refused him. There must be a reason.
Me, I say he must be very sad.
You think Rihanna is toxic?
No.
I think Rihanna is toxic.
Me too.
I think Saindi
You can never convince me.
I think Rihanna just likes a bad boy. And Drake is...
Because she's so terrible.
No.
Not too much on my girl.
Maybe you just want you grew up in the island. She's an island girl, and she wants a guy. She wants a guy who was a little bit of
sweet.
Chris Brown went for Lakeside.
By virtue of the fact that she's a billionaire, you don't get there just by being a good person.
What do you mean?
There's no good person who is a billionaire.
Okay, it's also with the claims about her.
There's a podcast that breaks that down. I'll find the podcast. I'll share it with you.
Please.
Yes, that talks about billionaires and like are they the
There's no ethical.
Yeah, the ethical part.
Yes, where's that?
I love that. I would.
Huwezi kumsempona when uko na a billion. Alafu hawa say wote wanapeleka round and round hivi ukiwacha in hell. Either your box kwanza lazima iko na mashetani. There's just something wrong about that woman.
That's Erika
Badu.
Zile sticks
unajua yeye ametisha say like genuinely msichana ana mesne anaanza kuwa like Muslims anaanza kuva
that girls will pay for their crimes
bro.
Odem aliuza zile nini zilikuwa zinaitwa nini?
Oh, the one that was smelling like
a Gucci.
I would buy that shit.
Damn.
I would.
Zile sticks kama za udi.
Afuna.
Aswali baya wakaanza kuuma.
We get a grip you on
edible. Oh, that's something I would.
Tukitinga, Jules. First, though I'm late, but thanks for coming.
Yes.
Where can these people find you? Plug all your socials. Umesema kuna podcast mob.
Yes.
Or anything unataka pia kufunga tu na, you know.
Namsisahau live show.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys have a live show?
Yeah.
When?
20th of April.
For 20.
Okay. Awesome. I'll be there. You can find me on my Instagram at Jules_her. That's JULES_HER. Jules her. I have a podcast called So This Is Love. You can find it on Spotify or wherever you find your podcasts, or wherever you're listening to this podcast right now. Just go and search So This Is Love. Make sure to subscribe, rate the podcast. It really does help me grow. I'm also 1/3 of a podcast called It's Related, I Promise. Also available on Spotify.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's also a podcast I produced. I never plug this, but maybe I should today. Because Kibbs was actually a guest. There's a podcast I produced for an amazing NGO that I consult for called Girl Effect, where their mandate is empowering young girls on the uptake of contraception.
Love that.
Yes, and confidently knowing the language to use, with like maybe at a clinic, at a chemist, or in a relationship. And empowering them on that. And there's a podcast that I produced and created called Space Yako. Space Yako, the podcast. It's available on YouTube or Spotify. If you want to watch it, go on YouTube. I think it's something, I'm so passionate about it because I wish I had the kind of stuff. At 22, I was educated. I knew what contraception was, but I was still like, contraception is for old people.
Yeah.
So people who are getting married or in relationships. Had I known what I know now, my life would be so different.
Yeah.
But so please check out that podcast and share it with all the young people you know, especially women. We're trying to empower women to have a voice to speak these things. I think that's it from me.
That's crazy because our live show, the whole theme is actually around bodies.
Yeah.
It's called For All the Bodies.
Yeah.
Happening on the 20th of April.
Am I a baddie?
You are.
Yeah, you are a body.
I'm coming.
100%.
Okay.
Body for sure.
Happening on the 20th of April from 4 p.m. Location Tuseme.
Where?
Tuseme.
Oh, okay.
Tuseme.
You said from 4 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like it's a sundown.
Usiogope mambo ya kulala mapema nini. It's all good.
For all the bodies, I think
Sikumeza vitamins mapema kabla.
It's true. I'm really on some vitamins nowadays. I'm telling you, things have changed, my friends.
Yeah, so For All the Bodies happening on the 20th of April.
20th of April,
Okay.
Location in
Come
the Dome.
see Jules in person.
Venue, the Dome.
Joanne in person.
Yeah, everyone will be in
Body.
person.
I'll
yeah.
definitely be there. It's a Saturday.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a Saturday.
Okay, definitely gonna be there.
So all the bodies, you know how we do it.
Yeah.
Is that dress code for the baddies?
I usually
or?
tell them
Was that
come dressed
Short
to
stuff.
kill.
Short.
Our last live ilikuwa na mademu warembo. Kwanza hiyo
Then the only event
Bruh.
Kenya ilikuwa na more women than niggas.
For the first time, wana mita
Finally,
nikuwa yangu
ratio
nimeenda mabashi tu
ili-
zimeja
I
wanaume.
summoned all the women. I
Yeah,
did it.
please summon them again.
Again.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
girls, you know
I
how
was
we do
hearing they were
it.
saying there was mad beautiful women at that.
Yeah.
100%.
So I heard.
Only
Mimi
scared
niliwaona, but of course I was only
Hey,
looking
they
at
are,
one
me,
girl.
she was the only one who was single that me
I wasn't single.
Me, I was
Me
single.
Me, I had
Oh
fun.
shit, doesn't apply. Anyway, yeah.
Thank you guys for always listening.
Social.
This has been the Sandwich Podcast. Please remember to follow us on Instagram at the Sandwich Podcast, Twitter at the Sandwich Pod 1, YouTube and TikTok, Sandwich Podcast KE. Listen to us on all streaming platforms. YouTube, please come on and watch on YouTube. First of all, thank you for watching until here. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Fanya hizo vitu zote manze, inatusaidia sana. Put on the notification bell and we really appreciate all that. So road to 50,000 subscribers. Tafadhali tusaidieni sana. And thank you so much.
20th April.
See you on the 20th.
Cheers.
Riches, flying high in them private jets. Mada kumada beat lazima kaibada. Si niulize mbona nimenyanya, si unajua niko juu ya shada.